Boys and girls, welcome to our first ever Kids Catechism video. But you know what? You hear enough from me, whether it's up in church or in Sunday school. Sometimes I even pop up in your school. So I would like to introduce you to a friend of mine. This is Marvin the Cow.
Oh, hey Dave.
Hey Marvin, I was wondering if you could do me a favor.
Oh, sure.
Well, I was hoping that you could talk to the boys and girls about catechism.
Oh, sure. Yeah, I can do that. Hey Dave, what's a catechism?
Well, a catechism, it's a bunch of questions and answers that we learn, and they teach us about God.
Oh, okay, sure. Yeah, we can do that.
That sound good?
So how does this work?
Well, how this will work, Marvin, if you say the question, then it'll appear on the screen beside you.
Really?
Yeah, it'll work.
Okay, question 1. What is man's chief end? Oh, it worked!
Yeah, you see, there it is.
Hey Dave, I don't know what that means.
Well, I was thinking that you could maybe ask some of your friends to help you out.
Oh, good idea. Yeah, I'll go ask my friends. Okay Dave, see you later.
Okay, I'll see you later.
Well, let's see, who could I ask to help? I know. Hey, Professor!
Oh, hey, Marvin!
I was wondering if you could help me out.
Yeah, sure, what can I do to help?
Well, Dave asked me to do some stuff with the catechism, but I don't really understand.
Oh, the catechism, huh?
We're doing question 1, but I don't really get it.
Yeah, the first question with the man and the chief and the end. Oh, I love that one.
Yeah, I don't understand it.
Oh, which part?
All of it.
Oh, okay, yeah. Well, let me think. Oh, okay, I've got it. Okay, Marvin, let me ask you a question. If you were going to buy a lawnmower, what would it have to do? What would be the most important thing that the lawnmower would have to do?
Well, I don't buy lawnmowers, Professor. I'm a cow. I eat grass.
Okay, yeah. But if you were going to buy a lawnmower, well, what would you want it to do?
Well, I guess if I was going to buy a lawnmower, I'd want it to cut the grass.
That's right, cut the grass. It might do lots of other things too, huh? Yeah. It might drive it around like a little tractor. It might have a cup holder to hold your coffee. But the number one thing that it has to do is cut the grass. That's its chief end, yeah? The number one thing that it was made to do.
Oh, okay.
So let's look at the question again. Question 1. What is man's chief end? So what the question is asking is for you and for me and for all the peoples in the world, what is our chief end? What is the number one thing that we were all made for? Yeah? You got it?
Okay, great, Professor. Thanks. Okay, so that question, there it is again. What is man's chief end? Instead of saying that, we could really just say, what is the number one thing God made us to do? Yeah? Okay, great. Now let's look at the answer. Yep, there it is. Man's chief end, or the number one thing that God made us to do, is to glorify God and enjoy Him forever. Oh. Boys and girls, I don't really know what that means either.
Hey, Marvin.
Oh, hey, Eddie. Say, do you know what it means to glorify God?
Oh, yeah, I sure do. Let me see. Oh, hey, I know. Hey, Marvin, have you ever stood outside and just kind of looked up at the stars at night and thought, wow?
Yeah, sure.
Well, yeah, when you say wow, what you're really saying is those are amazing. The person that made those incredible stars, they must be absolutely awesome.
Oh, okay.
Well, that's kind of what it means to glorify God.
Wait, so I gotta go around saying wow all the time?
No, Marvin, you don't have to say it with words, although sometimes it's good to. But all sorts of things point to God being amazing. The stars up in the sky, the oceans and mountains. But us too, Marvin, He made us too. And when people see us and the way that we live, they should think, wow, their God is pretty amazing.
Okay, hey Dave, I think we got this figured out. So, the question, it's about what God made us to do. What's our chief end? What's the number one thing that God made us to do? And the answer is glorify Him and enjoy Him forever, which kind of means when we're His friend and we're following Him, then people should look at us and they should say, wow, God's amazing.
That's great, Marvin. Yeah, because glorifying God, that's a big word, but this is important stuff. See, we might think that God made us just so that we'd follow His rules. Or maybe He made us so that we'd grow up into adults or bigger cows. Or maybe He made us just because He got bored making other stuff and thought He'd try something different. But you know what? That's not it. God made us to glorify Him. In 1 Corinthians we read that whether we eat or drink or whatever we do it all to the glory of God. That means whether you're playing football, whether you're at school with friends, whether you're doing homework, whether you're eating grass or weaving loom bands or whatever it is you're doing, we do it all to God's glory. See, the reason God made us was to be His friend, to know Him and to love Him and to follow Him and do all of that. And when we do that, it changes us. It changes how we act, it changes how we treat people, it changes everything. And other people should see that. They should notice it and they should say, wow, their God is amazing. That's it, glorifying God. So, question 1 for this week. What is man's chief end? Or as Marvin figured out, what is the number one thing God made us to do? And the answer, man's chief end is to glorify God and enjoy Him forever. And you know, my favorite part of this whole question, it's that last word, forever. Because we're not just God's friends for a little while, not just for a few years, but forever and ever and ever. And ever and ever and ever and ever. And as many evers as you want to put onto that, boys and girls. It never ends. That's good news. So, question 1, what is man's chief end? Man's chief end is to glorify God and enjoy Him forever. See if you can learn that with your mums and dads this week. And we'll see you next week for question 2 in our Kids Catechism videos. Bye for now.